everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Aanchal Sharma, your educator. So we have been discussing a number of concepts, and in this video we'll be talking about one concept related to teaching aptitude. This concept is called as cooperative learning. Now I see questions being asked from this topic. बहुत ज़्यादा twist करके they ask questions from this one. Let us see what is the cooperative learning and how cooperative learning is very effective when it comes to the classroom setup. So it's an approach, it's a way, it's a method that first of all the teacher will use to teach you substantial things in the class. So our approach to organize class activities into academic and social learning experiences. It's a classroom activity that will help you academically, and social learning processes are seen here. It is going to give you a social learning experience. Students must here work in groups to complete the class collectively. So once you see the name cooperative learning, which means you're going to cooperate with one another and learn, this means it is a kind of group activity. What is a group activity? Two or more people are going to work together, and here they are going to solve a problem or going to come to a conclusion. That is a cooperative learning. Unlike in individual learning, students go towards cooperative learning to capitalize their own self. They are not only focusing on themselves but their social learning behaviors also. So unlike the individual learning, students learning cooperatively capitalize on one another's resources and skills. So they are going to capitalize, they are going to tap on one another, they are going to rely on one another. It is not only Seema who is more important in my class, but Seema knows few things and she talks to Meena about those things. So these two people are going to cooperate with one another. They are going to bring their own notions, their own findings, and then the product would be seen here. So that's a cooperative learning. So their resources and skill would be there. Asking one another for information, evaluating one another's ideas, monitoring one another's work are few things that are done. And here teacher is helping you. So it's not that a teacher is not important here. It's an activity that is done, then molded by a guide or a teacher. But you see students actively participating with one another. Furthermore, the teacher's role changes from giving information to facilitating the students' learning. So here teacher is not the dominant person. Here it is not teacher-centered, but it is a student-centered method that is there. Because teacher is only facilitating the things. Teacher is only giving the information. Teacher is only facilitating students and pushing the students forward. And she is not the whole soul person there. So if you rely on whatever I say, it's a teacher-centered method. But if I'm only organizing things so that you learn the things on your own, then it becomes a student-centered manner. That is facilitating the students' learning. Everyone succeeds when the group succeeds. So take an example. I want you to know more about the increasing demand of food supply. Say, suppose there is an increasing supply of certain food and I want you to know few things. And I gave this as a question and created group of 3 to 4 students together. So there is this group I created. All of you will bring some information together and then you will be discussing those things. So I'm the facilitator. I gave you the question. You guys are discussing the things. You are doing your homework, bringing your own inputs. You have your own ideas, information. You are evaluating those things. The product would be something very good out of it. This is how when the whole group succeeds, everyone will also succeed. So we have Brown and Chofutili Parker who actually gave these 5 basic essential elements when it comes to cooperative learning. So we see Brown ने क्या किया 5 cooperative learning के patterns दिए हैं. These are the elements that are essential. And I saw a question being asked from this also. So what is cooperative learning? That's clear. What are the essential elements that are involved? There are 5 essential elements that we'll be tapping on. The first is the positive interdependence. Interaction, the face-to-face interaction. We have individual responsibility. We have group processing and the human interaction or the technical interaction. That's the skill that we have. Let us see one by one what these 5 elements are. So the first is the positive interdependence. Students must fully participate and put forth effort within their own group. So when they are in their group, they are going to put efforts. They are going to put forth the efforts. Each group member has a task or a role or a responsibility. Therefore, they must believe that they are responsible for their learning. Now, I gave you a question, as I told you. Say, suppose you have to know more about Shakespeare. This group has to know more about Shakespeare, and they divided things among themselves. One is going to talk about the tragic comedy play by him. One is going to talk about, say, the biographical, the biographical details of Shakespeare. One can talk about the number of poems he has done. One can talk about the sonnets. So everyone will have a different place to talk about, different things to talk about, and they will contribute. So mixing all of these things together will give you a full platter. Will give you what? Will give you a full platter of information about William Shakespeare. Okay? So this is how everyone is responsible, and everyone has to understand that they have their own positive interdependence. If I go wrong, my group is going to, go down. This means I have a moral responsibility to have correct facts with me and to share it with my group. So everyone individually, you are also important. It is the positive interdependence. They have to understand that my co-workers are relying on me. Then face-to-face interaction. What is face-to-face interaction? Member promote each other's success. They are going to face-to-face interact with one another, and they're going to promote the success. So if I'm working with, say, suppose this girl called Sneha, I'll help her to give the best of presentation that she can, because she is my team member. Students explain to one another what they have or are learning and assist one another with the understanding and of course with the completion of the assignments. So I know because Sneha is in my team and I want my team to win, I will help her as well. This is what the face-to-face promotion also. Then there is individual accountability. Each student must demonstrate master for the content being studied. Each student has to be mastered. If I am in that group, it's my moral responsibility to be correct. So I have to be the master. I have to strive and bring the correct information. Each student is accountable for their learning and their work. Therefore, eliminating social loading. Social loafing is also something that you have to avoid here. You have to look for the other people. That is important. Social skills, one of the most important skill that you need when it comes to cooperative learning. Social skills must be taught in order for successful cooperative learning to occur. Skills include effective communication. What's a social skill? You're talking to the society, you're talking to other members. So you have to be a good communicator. You have to have interpersonal skills as well as group skills. You have to rely on the group. You have to talk to them. You have to do teamwork, cooperative work. These are the things that will take you way forward. So there are leadership skills, decision-making skills, trust building, communication, conflict management skills. These are what? These are the core skills that one has to have when it comes to the cooperative learning. Without these skills, you will never be good managers, good leaders, good group member. Being a good group member is also very important. So these skills are important. Then comes the group processing. So every so often group must assess their effectiveness and decide how it can be improved. Every group has to look that what are they doing? Are they effective? Are they improving? How they can improve further? These things are important. In order for students to achieve and improve considerably, two characteristics become important. Two characteristics should be present. The students are working towards a group goal, or recognition should be there. They should be working together so that they get recognition. Success is reliant on each individual's learning. It is not that if one person is educated, one person is working very hard and the others are not, then the group won't win, because it's a joint effort. It is a group effort that we are talking about. This is the cooperative learning. Cooperative learning. So this was the question that was asked in the paper. So according to Brown and Chofiltelli Parker, which of the following are the elements of cooperative learning? Individual accountability, demonstration, brainstorming, group processing, or social skills? Choose the correct answer. from the given options given below. We have B, C, E only. We have A, D, E only. We have B, D only, or C and D only. And I'm sure you guys know the answer by now. So should I give you this as your homework? Take it as your homework. Can you answer this in the comment below? I will again discuss the 5 elements that I told you, and you will get the answer from there only. We have these 5 elements. That's the positive interdependence. You are interdependent with one another in a very positive manner. There's a face-to-face interaction that is happening, and you are going to push one another forward to do exceptionally well. There is group processing that is happening. You have to be a group leader and work with the group as well. Then there are skills that are needed. These are the human and technical skills. Then comes the individual responsibility. If you are intrinsically motivated, then you will lead the group forward also. Each person, when they are intrinsically motivated, the whole group will win. And when the whole group will win, what will happen? When everyone succeeds, the group succeeds. When everyone know that they are accountable, the group will succeed. And this is the best way of learning in a classroom. It's called as the cooperative learning, right? So I hope you like the effort, you like the video, you are going to answer me. You have the question and you're going to answer it as well. So you have in the comment down below, you are going to answer this question that you have to give me the answer to this question. Give me the answer and I'm gonna surely reply to you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me that in the comment section and I'll surely reply to you. Thank you.